Blizzard has backtracked on everything, and Overwatch 2 is turning back into Overwatch 1. But that's actually a fantastic thing, and we gotta break it down and talk about the future of Overwatch and why it's actually gonna be here to stay. But do me a huge solid and smash that like, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and give me a follow on my stream. Links will be in the description down below. Now, recently we've been getting a ton of information coming out from Blizzard about everything that's coming in Season 3 or 4, and many of you have heard about a lot of the stuff that's coming. We have new, easier challenges, new maps. We have announced a new game mode with maps coming with it, a new On Fire system. Workshop is returning. We're getting better monetization in the form of points that we can use to buy Overwatch 1 skins, and to top it off, we're getting a Ramatra ult nerf. There's so many things coming to Overwatch, and I think right now, I'm super excited and pumped up about Season 3 and Season 4. But if we look back at a lot of the things that Blizzard has backtracked, there has actually been a lot. Like this comment points out on the forums that said, they've backtracked on so many things now. Phone number requirements are gone, credits are coming back, shop prices are being dropped, hero unlocks were lowered by 10 battle pass tiers, matchmaking is being changed, map pools are going away, by the way that's happening, ranked resets are gone. All that's left to do is go back to 6v6 and get rid of push mode. It's almost like Overwatch 1 was the better game all along, just like most of us has said. Now, I don't necessarily agree with all of this, but I can't deny that a lot of things have been kind of retroactively pulled back to Overwatch 1 status, or at the very least pushed in a direction that is more akin to Overwatch 1's model than Overwatch 2. And really, the mass bulk of the complaints about Overwatch 2 were the fact that the game simply made some decisions that were just rather silly. Like right off the bat, that phone requirement was ridiculous, the monetization was predatory and really shit, if I'm being honest. Hero unlocks were very annoying, another predatory monetization tactic, and matchmaking felt like it was being changed for absolutely no reason. Map pools didn't feel like there was enough maps to justify it, and the rank reset just created a very frustrating climbing experience, and almost all of that, if not all of that, is being pulled back. Now, do I think that Overwatch 1 should just auto back to 6v6, get rid of push, and literally turn into Overwatch 1? Absolutely not. I don't really think that that's likely to happen, nor should it happen, but let's not get too sidetracked here. But the true mind-blowing thing that we have to consider here is the fact that Blizzard actually have listened to us. And I know that a lot of people have been making complaining videos, complaining about the monetization, complaining about a lot of the ranked problems, including myself, and it kind of felt like an echo chamber of negativity. And personally, I was having a very fun time with Overwatch, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was really important to speak vocally about a lot of these things, like many other creators have done, because it could create change. And honestly, everyone has actually communicated enough and basically haven't given up on the idea of actually having fair monetization practices, having a lot of the matchmaking elements that we want, making it so it's fair and not frustrating to play Overwatch. And we are getting almost everything we've asked for. This means that the complaining wasn't done in vain, the communication wasn't done for no reason. Everything has led to us actually getting a really insane Season 3 and Season 4. And in addition to that, there's a lot of new content around the corner that has us actually hyped. And especially with the return of Blizzard making those blog posts, communicating with us more, I really am actually pretty excited and optimistic about the future of Overwatch for the first time since I started creating content. And that's kind of crazy considering this is now my full-time job. And while I will always be an Overwatch addict, I was a little bit afraid for the longevity of the game as far as the general public is concerned. But I'm not really that afraid anymore because something feels like it shifted. For a while, I felt like Blizzard could have gone in two directions. They could have gone the 3-4-3 route, the Halo route, the route that just shuts off opposition, has really terrible monetization policies, and just doesn't even care about fixing it. That's just the way it is. And people would get frustrated, some people would stay, but the corporate overlords would milk us dry while simultaneously telling us what we want instead of listening to us. But everything seems to have swapped. That seems to have gone away, and at least someone has put their foot down behind the scenes and said, we got to listen to people again, we have to communicate with people again, and we have to give the player base what they are actually asking for. We have to open up that communication and not shut them off, and actually listen to constructive criticism and implement many of the changes that people are demanding. Now, I'm not trying to be toxic here by any stretch of the imagination, but to expect this from Blizzard, I didn't, like, at all, like, not even a little bit. And I'm very, very pleasantly surprised and incredibly excited for the future of Overwatch, assuming that they double down on this change, and also assuming that we keep pushing in this direction. And mainly what this video is all about is giving Blizzard credit where credit is due. I think it's incredibly important that when Blizzard does something wrong, when there's a decision that we don't like, or when there is something that we think could better the game for everyone, we're active and vocal about it, and we criticize Blizzard when they deserve it. But at the same time, when Blizzard takes steps to go in the right direction, I think it's important to give credit where credit is due and have a positive reinforcement, because these are the changes that we want. Literally every single change is a change that we've been asking for. And while yes, Blizzard has reverted some things that probably should have never been introduced or existed in the first place, but the fact of the matter is that they still reverted it, and we are getting what we want. And some things need to be kind of felt out before we know. Just because an idea seems bad or good on paper doesn't mean it will be bad and good in actuality, and some of these ideas need to be played through, and many of them have, and now we know better, and some of them actually have come to stay. So at the end of the day, I wanted to make this video to truly talk about Blizzard seemingly backtrack on everything, but at the same time taking so many steps forward that it just really impresses and surprises me. Now, if we combine all these changes with the new content and PvE coming hopefully sometime this year, Overwatch's future is looking bright, and I say that very lightly, but it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, smash the like, subscribe. Let me know if you agree or disagree down below, and I'll catch you later.